Good to see you guys. I am Artix, and this is the AdventureQuest world. It's completely unscripted. We don't even know what we're doing. We just found this button, turned it on. I'm wearing this armor. Let's talk about AdventureQuest Worlds Mobile. So for the past year, Warlick has been leading the coding spearhead for creating a mobile version of AdventureQuest. One, why can't we just run the existing version of the game in mobile? I'm glad you asked, thank you. The answer is, it's like trying to feed oranges to somebody who only eats apples. Apple computers. Unscripted and live, please remember. So, Flash is an amazing tool for creating a vector-based art. That means it's all lines, it's all math, and it's really, really, really small file sizes. Did you know the original AdventureQuest characters were like 5 kilobytes? Your last Facebook post that you made was probably around like a half of a meg. So the problem is we can't run the existing version of the game on a phone. We can't. It doesn't port. We're not allowed to do it, even if we could do it, because of the way the rules are on the app stores for how code executes. So in order to remake AdventureQuest Worlds into a mobile game, we gotta port the whole dang thing. Now what I mean is there are 10,000 unique items in that game, all have to be ported from the vector art of Flash basically into Photoshop files, bitmaps. Every file, every monster, every map, everything has to be recreated. So starting about a year and a half ago, we looked into ways, well, we've been doing this for a little bit longer than that, but a year and a half ago, we started trying to figure out how could we turn AdventureQuest Worlds into a mobile game or a Steam game, put it on the GPU, have it run at like 60 frames a second. And the answer is we're gonna have to port these things over. Warlick created a system that takes your armors from your existing game. Because if we're making an AdventureQuest Worlds game, you better be able to log into it and log your character in and load up all of your items. They're not gonna look exactly the same. They're gonna be raster images. How could they be the same? The vector art was tiny, it was super animated. Your GPU will not allow you to do all the things that AdventureQuest Worlds did. Sorry for talking too fast. Am I talking too fast? I can talk faster.
Bring more caffeine!
So, he built a tool that helps convert them, but it only converts part of it. A lot of it's going to have to be manual. But more importantly, we have to get the engine working. So how detailed do you want me to go in this? Do you just want me to tell you that we're working on it, or do you want to actually like hear like the details of how we're working on it? Did you know that the server rewrite that was originally created is now being used for AdventureQuest Worlds Mobile? Am I going to get in trouble for telling people that?
No, tell people that.
No, that's going to be vindication, because that project, for like 10 years, that project has been killing me alive, and we're going to get vindicated because that server rewrite is going to power the new version of the game. And it will be a slightly different version of the game, because we have a chance to improve the game and make it better, to get rid of some of the problems that we had before, and I mean, the whole thing should be smoother. Here's what you should expect. We're going to release some video, and you're going to see the first glimpse, and the reason we haven't is it's not very pretty yet. We're importing this stuff, but like there's all placeholder stuff. The guys literally move like this. They're like actual AdventureQuest Worlds like mobile graphics. So we're gonna finish converting the stuff. We're gonna do the base classes, a couple of the pets. We've converted some monsters. AdventureQuest Worlds Mobile supports scrolling, so the maps will be longer and you'll be able to scroll back and forth. What are some other features? Particles, we can have particle systems, so when you do fireballs, they're gonna be like, trade is a must for this game, and we're gonna have to figure out what the rules are. I don't wanna be like, you can just trade everything, because then the hacker's gonna be like, ooh, let me go get all them accounts. Definitely gonna have PvP, definitely gonna have leaderboards, definitely gonna have guilds. And it'd be nice, you know, to maybe keep the momentum going on the things that got halted when we ran out of code back in like 2014. Do you guys know that happened? Like we literally hit the point where we had like one line of code that we could like, because the jumps got too big, we got to the point where we could only like change one line of code, and we were like, how do we optimize this thing? We kept gutting the game like every week. It was terrible. When the original timeline we talked about was spring break for doing a Kickstarter, it does not look like we're that far ahead. So probably what's going to happen is spring break, we'll probably have stuff to show you. It might be summer when we do the Kickstarter, because we're going to have to hire on a ton of people to convert the gosh knows how many 10,000 plus items. A lot of them are going to need manual intervention. We're going to need some help, which is great news, because some of you might be the people we're hiring to do this, because who would be better to do it? if you show this stuff too early, people are gonna be like, oh, it looks terrible. We gotta fix that stuff first. Give us some time to get it ready, because I know that when we present, it's gonna be like, and everyone's gonna like study every picture. You know they're gonna do it too. You've been with us for a long time. You know exactly what happens. It has to look pretty good before we show it off. So when it's ready, I'll show it to you, and then we'll figure out how to get this thing production ready.